Open is the Russian Federation Pavilion of the 2020 Venice Architecture Biennial. It explores the public role of cultural institutions in times of global crisis by rethinking concepts such as openness, transparency, inclusivity, accountability, and empathy as a basis for an agenda for the future. As a response to the postponement of this year's biennial, the Russian Pavilion has moved entirely online, organically morphing into a digital platform. Acting as a porous and experimental playground and looking beyond the traditional temporal horizon of biennials, Open has served as a journal for new contents and has built up an archive for biennials to come, with the hope to spearhead a debate on the public role, the presence, the politics, and the mechanics of institutions. Through time, the Russian Pavilion has multiplied the number of perspectives involved in its program as an online platform, encouraging fruitful encounters between disciplines and the cross-pollination of various formats and media. Voices Towards Other Institutions is the backbone of the 2020 Russian Pavilion. It is a collection of commissioned interdisciplinary perspectives into new ways of thinking about and building institutions. Premised on a reconsideration of traditional models, the project has expanded into an exploration of other possible constituencies and forms of collectiveness across humans and other than human agents, in search for empathic and meaningful forms of alliances and kinships. CASA is the young Russian-Japanese architecture studio that was selected out of an open call with over 100 submissions to work on the reconstruction of the pavilion building. Their proposal engages with different models of care towards the built environment, people, and ecosystems by opening up the architecture towards the gardens and the lagoon, setting the foundations of the Russian Pavilion on more inclusive and empathic grounds. For Open, Vladimir Nadyein, co-founder and director of the Moscow International Experimental Film Festival, curated a film program entitled Other Zones. Structured as a series of bi-weekly online screenings, the program investigates how alternative ideas of collectivity can emerge in compartmentalized societies and geographies, specifically considering the current forms of self-imposed and enforced isolation through the lens of a young generation of Russian filmmakers. Infra is the title of an audiovisual piece by the Moscovite sound artist and producer Pavel Milyakov, aka But Techno. Commissioned by Open, this work represents Pavel's attempt to capture what slips through the nets of perception by means of sounds and moving images. Echoing the movies featured in Other Zones, the notion of liminality is central to Pavel's piece. Liminality between urban and outer urban areas, between the indeterminate time of nostalgia and a leap towards the future, between the specificity of the non-urban environment and the suspended nature of the sonic landscape emerging from his work. Moscow-based artist and game designer Mikhail Maximov has developed for Open a video game titled Sanatorium Anthropocene Retreat, set in a post-apocalyptic scenario of a deserted Russian pavilion building and around the Giardini. The game stages a fantasy-like performances in which the main character mutates between human and non-human identities, such as a robot or a virus, navigating a derelict digital environment and trying to reconstruct what has happened. The game tackles the concepts of transhumanism and the interaction between humans, viruses, and machines, realizing the ambition of the Russian Pavilion to move beyond the notion of human exceptionalism to investigate other constituencies and forms of coexistence. Open as a digital platform functioned both as a sounding board and as a leveler, amplifying the reach of the project and bringing together a transnational soft network of creative minds from a wide range of geographies and epistemologies. Building on this legacy, the 2021 Russian Pavilion will draw on the medium and space of gaming and its social and political potential to investigate the fluid and ever-changing tension between the physical and digital realms, reflecting on its contradictions and conflicts.